You've come to Silicon Valley in a big way today, opening this technology center, which is all about mobile meets broadband and broadband everywhere. We were talking about some of the big competitors, and you mentioned Nokia and HTC, but Huawei more on the Chinese side, and yourselves. And you left out Cisco. Why is that? Because it seems to me you've come right into Cisco's front yard here today.
Well, Cisco is a grand company. Everyone knows what they have accomplished and what they are capable of doing. But they are largely enterprise focused and not so much on the carrier space, which is our home turf. And what they produce and what they supply is more specific parts for the networks, basically routers. Whereas we have the complete solutions, we do all the systems integration, we make the networks work with switches and radio base stations and transmission and what have you. So they are just one part of the network.
Well, I need to challenge that a little bit, because in a world where the iPhone is a consumer device but also a business device, and I get up in the morning and do work in my kitchen, these definitions of home and office and consumer and industry may not be holding too long. Aren't you basically in the same line of work?
But that depends on how you define your customer base. For us, it's 100 operators, carriers around the world, the AT&Ts and the Verizons and Deutsche Telekom, France Telecom. Those are our customers. And that's what we do for a living. That's not what Cisco does for a living. 85% of their business is to sell into companies, to routers and equipment.
But that's 15% service providers. You know, it wasn't so long ago it was 0% or 1 or 2%. They are gaining their share there. And every time, well, Nortel just basically went down. Let's face it, it's a sad story, but it happened. You know, Cisco picks that up. Cisco makes those transitions. You're a careful man. Don't tell me you don't see them coming.
That is actually not right. Their share of their carrier space has been stable for many, many years. And
you don't think they have ambitions to come in?
Not particularly, because if they would come in, they would have to develop telecoms equipment like radio base stations, like switches, like transmission equipment. This is not their area of competence. This is not where they are. And the ones that picked up the North glasses was us. We did that last week.